First of all, I'd just like to start off by thanking the staff, the executive and the staff, both indoor and outdoor, for all their help and assistance over the 10 years I've been on the council. And I always was treated with courtesy and respect, and everything that could be done was done. And I'd like to thank them most sincerely and genuinely for that. I'd also like to thank the councillors of this council and the previous council for their advice and counsel over the last 10 years. When I was elected first, not only would no one show me the ropes, but I didn't even know there were ropes. So Councillor Adams pointed to me in a different direction, as did the other councillors in both. And I think I've learned that compromise is probably at the essence of good politics and good local government. Just in coincidence, Ciarán, yourself and myself are the only councillors who are not reflected on the wall, but that'll be corrected shortly, in one case anyway. I'd like to say well, without going back and listing off all of the achievements of the council, they've been touched on this evening now, I was depressed with leaving the council, but then when you look back and review what I was able to achieve in small bits and what as a part of this council we were able to achieve over the last 10 years, it really leaves me with a smile, and I'm pleased and proud. There's a lot of other councils that are going away now that wish they were leaving this kind of legacy. What I'll say in relation to myself, a bit like yourself, Ciarán, we weren't expected to be elected on our first time out, but I was, and I'm not actually the first member of my party, of my family, to be in the Labour Party or even to be an elected representative. My great-granduncle, William Rogerson, was a miner who lost his leg down the mines in Northern England as a teenager, and he went back to school and he became a town councillor, a borough councillor, a county councillor, an alderman and a justice of the peace. And while I followed along a certain level of that, it's obviously in the blood, and I've always thought of him when it comes to these meetings. And he's famous for a remark he made at one meeting in which he announced that why I'm not always right, I nearly always am. And I think it's a motto maybe I might share with Margaret Adams. But my conscience is clear when I look back at my service, that I've done my best and I did what I could. Miles has given the new county councillors their homework. He's outlined it for them, and the people of Westport have decided to put compassion, forcefulness and dedication to represent themselves at the county council level, and you can decide which is which at your own leisure. But they've sent you there with a mandate, and the mandate is to hold the line. Westport is a very special place because it is different, because it is unique, not because it is like every other town in Mayo or every other town in the west of Ireland. And that's something to remember when you're fighting the corner, that Westport, what makes Westport special is its differences. And it's those differences that you will now, as Miles has given you your homework to protect, and you'll be marked in 5 years' time, as we all have been. The abolitionist council is something that we've gone on about. I just want to make my final remarks that I believe it's a completely retrograde step. It's unprecedented in any modern European democracy that a whole level of municipal government, town council government, would be wiped away by an Oireachtas without, as has been said, without even local referendums or a national referendum. In the United Kingdom, the population have the right to set up a council or dissolve a council. If they don't like their council, they can petition, take a vote, and actually have their council taken away. Or alternatively, towns can vote and set up new councils. That all we've seen here in 80 years of local government has been stripping away of powers. I've seen them go under us, and now this is the final blow. And as was pointed out, this council precedes the Oireachtas, precedes the state. We've been here, we were doing business when they were a dream, and it's a bit ironic that we're swiped away based on 4 votes. There's four deputies in the Dáil for the final passage of the bill. 4. So I think it shows contempt for democracy at a local level and at a national level, in my opinion. There's also a perception, both here in the town and across the country, that Westport has always been a beautiful and successful town. I'm not 40 years of age, but I remember when there were trees on Bridge Street and they were growing up to derelict buildings. This council and the councils before it seized on the opportunity of the tourism potential and the investment potential for attracting companies like Gallagher, and have driven this economy forward. The plastic signage mass unemployment, urban decay, lack of housing at Brendan. All of these issues have been tackled one by successive councils. And that ends tonight. And we must question the wisdom of that. It's been the leadership of this council, in partnership with the Chamber, in partnership with Tidy Towns, in partnership with heritage organisations, in partnership with the people themselves, that have dragged this town forward to make it the success that it is today. And what they say, what we say about legacies, they say all political careers end in failure. And while that might be true of individual politicians, it's not true of this council. The career of this council is a legacy of complete success. Fantastic. And that success is best underlined as we fought, the challenges of boom recession, that this town is the best town to live in Ireland. And that is because we have brought the quality of life up to that standard. And we can go further than that. And that is the record that stands to us. And rather than pointing out individual legacies, the quality of life and the potential of this town, we leave it, is our legacy. And I'd like to thank you all, and thank you, Kerry.
Thank you, Councillor Martin.